Okay, so Thursday morning, we've got the Integra all slicked up. Safety gear is inside of the car, ready to go to tech. Peter is topping up some fuel and we're about to go to tech with his car as well. I don't have any qualifiers until tomorrow because 950 index classes only get 2. Topping off on some fuel right now and let's get to tech. Look at this. This is what you said, most testosterone in this golf cart.
Some feminine in there.
With the stroller. Oh, that's crazy. Not 30 seconds after the last clip, it's raining now. Welcome to Florida. And we have some blue skies right there. So it stopped drizzling. You can still see that there's a storm over there, and it's a little lighter on this side, but it is all wet. Still early, only Thursday. We have a decent amount of wind. Oh my God. Look at that. But yeah, we'll see if we can get some dry weather throughout these next couple days. Hopefully. In the rain.
Yeah, you gotta get it done.
Corner balance pimping in the rain. Well, it's a little drier now, but.
I can figure these out. I thought they had a power switch. Apparently not.
Yes. Now the game is on the hunt for another Hall effect sensor because, of course, luck hits, and today the sensor goes bad in the front wheel speed. So that's them right there. Hoping we can find one of these. Not only did they have the sensor that I needed, they also gave me the tool so I can crimp a new connector on it. And they're like, oh, you can take it back to your pit. That way you can put some sheathing on it and not leave it exposed. So here are some parts and stuff that's in the Real Street booth. And Dave from KDN just made this jig for B-Series transmission to highlight their new 121 lockout, 232 lockout, fifth and reverse locked shifter for B-Series front wheel drive. And we'll have it on display throughout the next couple days here at FL2K, here at the Real Street booth. So if you guys want to come and play with it, you're welcome to go see how it looks like. Strapping tents down to the cars because the storm's about to pass. And the rain is pouring. So yeah, definitely no racing for the rest of the night. I just changed the truck tire in the rain. I tried to plug it first and then the plug kit broke. And now at least it's got the spare on there. I'm all soaked. Random Integra on this Friday morning coming into the track. I don't know who that is, but I'm liking it. They're finishing up the roll racing right now from yesterday since it rained out. And they should go into round 1 of qualifying in just a little bit. So if you aren't familiar with this chassis in particular, it's pretty unique. This right here is the Nissan Sentra, and the engine in it is a QR25. Peter has pretty much pioneered this platform, and he's the only one of its kind in the X Street class. This whole front end is something he actually made from scratch, molded himself. It's carbon fiber, and being that he made it from scratch, he's doing some modifications right there. So we got some trimming about to go down, and Q1 starts in about 45 minutes, so let's see how that goes. So I have all this taken apart. I have the bulkhead connector at the harness right there to the firewall taken apart. I have my laptop with the fuel tech, doing some diag right here. So yesterday when we were getting ready, we realized that we had no front wheel speed. We did have rear wheel speed, and you can look at that like on the inputs right here. I have rear left and then front right. It's actually front left, but it doesn't matter. I had RPM, or I had signal right here with the rear left wheel, but nothing in the front. So I changed the sensor. I thought maybe it just gone bad. And then I looked a little closer. I had continuity in the signal wire, but I didn't have continuity on the power wire. So I started checking the connection points. With the help of Peter here, he kind of walked me through it. And then I noticed that on the bulkhead, I had a pin that had bent. So last time, actually a couple days ago when I put the trans in, I put the bulkhead back on and it was a little tight, a little tighter than normal. Normally it's very smooth operation. So I still forced it on, which I shouldn't have. And come to find out, when I pulled the bulkhead off of the firewall and looked a little closer on the male side of the pins, one of the pins had bent about 80 degrees, almost 90 degrees. and obviously wasn't making its full connection for voltage. Now it's fixed. I just did a little test spin on the tires, and we do have front wheel speed. Yesterday I checked, we have rear wheel speed, so now we can do our normal drag racing stuff. We updated some settings on the strain gauge, and we got a nice little new piece to the KDN shifter. Let me show you guys real quick. Actually stamped steel, I believe it's stamped stainless steel with titanium hardware. Now this, on the original version that I installed, had only been a hole through this piece, and it was in a fixed position. Now what you'll find is on different dog boxes that have different engagement windows for the sliders, you might need a different position. Now due to that, you'd need to have a different reach on this lockout where it grabs into that first section right there. And mine wasn't grabbing all the way after I went to a G-Force instead of a Liberty. Now it's grabbing again because the new version that he released of this bracket, which will come in all the production models, is a telescoping section right there, so you can put this to the depth that you need, and then the lockout will work perfectly. As it should, and it works very well. And we're excited to put it to the test today at FL2K even more. Peter's right there checking out his Hans device. Looking real safe right there, Peter. So Peter's up in the staging lanes. He is next to run after the cars that are going into the burnout box right now. This will be his first pass on the new setup and the first pass for qualifying altogether in this car at this event. And he's off throttle. So Peter's front bumper was tripping the beams a little bit. It was already questionable when we got up to the line. The guys were like, oh, keep an eye on that. But it officially did start to bump the light. So he's gonna trim it up right here, maybe get another inch or so of clearance, and see if next time we go up, it'll be a little easier to stage rather than having to stage back and slowly creep instead of having the tire bounce on two-step. So we'll see. Last thing that we need is for the car to red light over something stupid like the beam being tripped. Come here, Kimber. Come here. Yeah, you're a good dog. You're a good dog.
Make it to where somebody won't be able to get 3 shots at the race.
Is it gonna fit now? So several hours later, it's about 8 o'clock if I'm not mistaken. We've got the car here in the lanes, lane 4. This is gonna be our first qualifying for 950. And it is pretty much fully dark almost. And yeah, like I said, first qualifying run coming up right now. They have to, I think they just finished up the streetcar class. 1050 is about to start. I think they have maybe around 40 or 50 cars. So you can imagine maybe about an hour or so, if I had to guess. And then we'll be able to go up. So we're ready, car's warmed up. Oil is nice and hot. Coolant and coolant pressure is marvelous right now. And I'm by myself because Peter is somewhere else. And I don't know where anybody is. 2 cars in front of us, a driver just crashed. He's safe, but they're getting everything cleaned up.
As soon as everything is clear and the tow truck is gone and the fluid is done.
So we got a couple minutes. I'm probably gonna take off my helmet. This is hot. Okay, it got a little swirly. All right, so first pass of the whole event actually, went a 10.8, super slow, 102. I was out of it a little bit in third. I'll look at the log and give you an exact where I did it. And then on the brakes in fourth because the car pulled right pretty hard. But it did a 155 60 foot with no clutch valve, just slipping it by my foot. And it felt pretty good in first and second. There's a couple things that I want to look at in the log, especially. I'll pull it tonight and go to the Airbnb and check it out. But so far, not the number we wanted, but definitely baseline to go off of for tomorrow. This is Sammy Sosa out of Florida also. Do something cool. Yeah, nice, nice. All right, so today is Saturday morning. We just went to Publix and came back. As soon as we rolled back in, they told us we are in eliminations round 1. They skipped the Q3, so we only got the 1 qualifying pass yesterday since we didn't have the ability to do any more. They didn't have the 950 or 10 index. Since they didn't do the 950 and 10 index classes with multiple qualifying runs, we only had the 1. The first pass, the car got a little squirrely. It was pulling hard to the right, overcorrected to the left. When I let off throttle, because it was an aborted run, it shot left, obviously because of the slicks and the counter steering. And we did some adjustments today to the traction bar. It was one that was pretty loose. We added some tension equally to both wheels, so hopefully that clears us up a little bit. But no real testing on that. Like I said, this is our only second run at FL2K, and we're going straight into eliminations. 1050 is running right now. We've got our race pants on, about to start doing the rest of our gear for this first round of eliminations. Hopefully it goes well. GoPro in the car, and got the car all ready. Log looked nice last night. There were 2 things that I wanted to change, but we didn't have time. Everything looks nice, ready to go, and let's go ahead and do a pass. Into it a little bit. Hell yeah. He had a lower ET, but I had him off the line. Yeah.
2 years ago, he get the job done, and Aaron
the car looked messed up. It felt straighter.
Good, nice. The index gets the lucky break of round number 1 and goes to the next round.
Yeah.
George is going to be absolutely
sick. Yeah, so here's where I won, basically, the race. Reaction was a .22. I double bulbed initially as soon as I got in, so I'm like, oh, all out of whack. I was trying to build up boost on 2-step. It was my mistake for creeping in too hard when Peter was bringing me in. His reaction was a .6, which even though I got a 9.9, he got a 9.6, I finished the trap before he did, so I won the class, or the round. So let's let it cool down, look at the log, and go back for round 2 in a little bit. We're at Savon's booth, Lil Manny G with Dave. Just got some KDN stuff for it. He went an 8.0 at 179. Probably one of the craziest street-driven Hondas here, if not the craziest street-driven Honda. We have Miles Kerr, who's another street-driven Honda that goes 7s, but this guy, repping Florida, obviously, is insane. Another of the craziest all-wheel drive Hondas here. This is Aaron Lopez. Also runs some KDM products. Stop by to take some pictures. This car, you guys have seen it online. It is insane. H series, H22, all-wheel drive. It's a one of a kind. Wild. I like that. Alright, so far this event we've done 2 passes. I'm about halfway on the tank, and I want to top it off a little bit. We're going into round 2 of eliminations right now. 1050 is going up into the lanes right now. We're directly after them. Hey! And we're gonna go ahead and get ready for that. I don't want to be first in line for 950, but I also don't want to be in the back of the pack. I normally like, if I can choose, to be maybe the 4th car, 5th car to go down. Just takes a little bit of the nerves off and still gets us some decent prep if they prep it. Which for this event, I don't think they prep for the index classes. So it's okay. We're gonna go ahead and get suited up all the way. About 3/4 of the tank right now, 4. And let's go ahead and make a pass. Are you from Brandon?
Where are you from?
Orlando.
Jersey.
Jersey? So we travel all the way down here?
I race all the time.
Here? Oh, so do you live here now? Oh, so you're from Brandon?
Brandon. I raised in Brandon.
Where's Brandon? You said New Jersey, so I don't know.
Yeah, Brandon. It's like yeah. Orlando?
Yeah, Orlando. Speed World's my track.
Yeah.
I don't index race, so I'm
Heads
excited
up.
to be here.
Yeah. That's you?
The red and black car, yeah.
I take left lane.
Okay.
Alright. Good.
Yeah, if that helps you out, bro.
Good.
Whatever, I don't care. So if you want left lane, I'm cool with it. I get to be like, see you go past.
I just don't like because I'm strapped in.
I understand.
I got that thing on. I don't.
Alright guys, if you're parachuting, can I have you pull up to the front for me? Okay, so I will go ahead.
Why do you like racing 950 index?
Oh man, that's a tough one. This is like the first time we actually compete 950.
We need bottoms. You see Pablo there trying to get Junior to move in first, and what's going on here is neither one of them wants to light the bulb first. They want to go in last. And Pablo looking to build boost. What do we got? Pablo Mini turns on the wind light in the Integra, right side of the track.
All right! Yeah! That's right! Yes! All right, baby! What bracket car?
Big bracket racer. Come on now.
Yo, oh my God, that was good.
Big bracket.
He tried at the light. He tried at the light. He tried at the light. Oh my God. Woo! Man, that was good. They said that? Yo, the crowd?
Bro, the crowd, they went broke.
Everyone waiting. Everyone waiting. Don't put this on. Hit the speaker. The guy said, "Go, Paulo." Waiting for him to go first. You're waiting.
No. That was an auto car. I know better than that. I saw him double bulb and I'm like, I got like 7 seconds. I'm gonna give it like 3. And I'm like, I try to stage back so I can jump. If you early stage instead of deep stage, you have an extra like 6-7 inches that you can just get in front of them. So you get a little momentum before it red lights. You get a little mile an hour. 60 foot's better. You're out in front of them. All right, so yeah, I went a 9.6 at 138 to his 9.8 at 112. He was out of it. He didn't want to break out. I was out of it after I knew I was dead in front of him. Man, 1.746 reaction to his 2.17 reaction, so better reaction time. He killed my 60 foot. Obviously, it's a Mustang rear wheel drive automatic car. 1.56 60 foot. I'll take that on these 3-year-old slicks. One of Peter's slicks from back in the day. One of the slicks that came on the wells when I bought them like 3 years ago. We deserve a fresh set. We deserve a fresh set. Oh, I gotta pull the data. I'm gonna pull down the car, and we'll be back in just a minute. So right here you see validated launch at 0 seconds, and the fuel tech timer puts us lifting at 8.6 seconds right there into the run. I was already in front of him, and then at this point I just hit the brakes because there's no point, at least to my understanding, in index racing to show your hand if you're already ahead of the guy. And the last thing we wanted was to stay in it and break out. Obviously, by going to 9.6, we already had enough momentum that we probably would have wanted like a 9.3 or something. But we didn't want to do that, and for good reason, because we won this round. So I'm going to look over a few of the things here real quick in the Fuel Tech data log. But we're pretty happy with what everything looked like, and excited to do next round. Yeah, that's cool. No, I didn't break out. I won at 9.6. I won at 9.8. I won at 9.6. This thing has 2 engines, 2 ECUs, 2 shifters. That is crazy. So we're in streetcar class right now. It's about halfway down the list of cars that run, and we're hanging out in the stands.
Super streetcar shootout. You guys should be in the lanes, in the back of the lanes, getting
Pretty good.
pulled up.
There's that dual engine Volkswagen. Front wheel drive burnout first. And now a rear wheel drive burnout. This thing is insane. Nice to meet you, man. Yeah, absolutely. Hope it does a nice back.
My daddy got a car like that. I want to go with that. Tango too big. Got dance on the brakes down there. Good run. Check it out. 10:53, and Crystal will continue to make way.
Left side, and he's out on Pablo. I'm going for the little Integra. Come on, guy. Get around him and not break out. Breaks out like a big dog. Yep, swinging for the fences. Goes 935 with an 8 left side. 961 at 137. And Sean going to the next round.
Not as good as we'd like, but... What? No, I think it's a match to my PB, ET-wise. Down on mile an hour, but my mile an hour for the 8th was back where I wanted it. So, I lost. There's no explaining that, but he definitely had me on the light reaction time. And I tried to reel him in at the end. I had a little too much in it. I forgot that this was a 930 tune-up and not a 950 tune-up, but I stayed in it. And I'm like, I got it. Thinking that it'd be somewhere like a 950 something. But no, it was a 935 at 152 to his 961 at 135, or 137. Super nice guy, end of the pass. He stopped in front of me, gave me thumbs up. He was super nice, told me to have a safe pass beforehand. Definitely a great race, and I think it was pretty fun doing an index class, but it's not something that I see myself aiming towards to like build a car for. But, I don't know, I had a good time all around. Round 3 loss, 11 o'clock at night, I'll take it.